Here we go, Alex. John Deere, the blue team, Bednar, the red team. And Bednar, if you look on the standings alone, there's not much between them. But if you're going by what we've seen from these two teams recently, you got to think that the lower seed and Bednar are the favorites. And we've got a lot of fans of Bednar in chat.
John Deere, at one point this season, in third place.
Yeah, when I first started doing commentary with you and Joe, Silver News, hope his farming this summer went well. Miss having him along, but yeah, it was the three of us, and I remember, like, at that time, you're talking about John Deere being one of the strongest teams in Season 3, and ever since then, it's just kind of been month after month where they've, gone up against a tough opponent in the Saturday qualifiers, and they've not made it into the final days. So let's see what they can do here today. Though it doesn't matter what you've done previously. Yes, it helps your seeding, but it doesn't matter as long as you're in the top 16. You make it. That's what really matters. Now it's time for John Deere to see if they can get back to their old ways and shock some teams here at the World Championships. Seeing the love for the Czech team, Bednar, who were the only team not in person at the last tournament when they won because of COVID travel protocols. They were not able to travel to the event.
That was the other thing. We did say, oh, it would be interesting if the team that isn't here won. And yeah, it was the team that wasn't there that won. And John Deere in with 119 point first bill, 110 point for Bednar, so not a massive difference.
Nope, not a massive difference. If you get a 110 first bale against top teams, you're hoping that they're not going to be too far ahead of you. So little damage done there early on. We won't see any more points on the board for a while now. We're going to see a replay of this fight for some equipment. Oh, that's what we're seeing. Oh,
that did not go well.
John Deere flipping the John Deere. Team John Deere there.
Some air there.
Maybe some style points for the fans at home. Someone from Bednar has stolen my name. Says Hyper
it is
UK
very true. There is. Well, now Hyper, you're gonna have to support Bednar.
Yeah, I think we have a Bednar fan in the UK now, in the form of Hyper. Hello, everyone.
Can we trust BF this time? I don't trust me this time. Ah, dear.
We are live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, so hello to everyone watching. This is the Farming Simulator League. If you've never seen this, this is the official esport for Farming Simulator. It's currently a free DLC for Farming Sim 19. Go to the website, create an account, download the client if you have FS19, and you can give it a go yourself. In normal times, we do a English scrimmage stream in the evening hours for North America on Fridays here on Twitch. And there's also a German language stream as well that goes on.
That is looking a very full trailer there for John Deere. And what do we got? That is a grain multiplier. That is a really good one for both teams. Both teams now going to try and get their grain dropped as quickly as possible, take maximum advantage of that multiplier. And it looks like Bednar are going to drop their grain first here.
Yeah, we've got over 100,000 euros that's going to be distributed based on how teams finish in these World Championships. We won't know the top 8 until we get to the finals next month, early December at some point, hopefully being in person in Switzerland. But we will have an idea who's going to finish 9th to 16th after this weekend is over. But the grand prize, if you get first place, in the season final is 31,500 euros, a total of 102,000 euros across all of the places. And just getting here earns you a bit of money as well. So just by getting here, teams have earned some prize money, which is great for these teams. We don't know what season 4 is going to look like beyond this. We've got Farm Sim 22, of course, coming out very, very soon. 9 days away now, I think, something like that. Pretty crazy.
Yeah, nine days.
Not that anyone's counting.
No.
But yeah, we don't know what it will look like in season 4 for the Farm Sim League. We'll hopefully have some news to announce that early next year. But at this point, we just don't really know. Our focus, of course, has been on getting these finals done, and also from another standpoint, getting Farming Simulator 22 ready to be sent out to the masses and all our fans. We're looking forward to you guys playing it.
We're looking forward to playing it.
We've got 9 minutes to go. Just the first bale point still on the board, 119 to 110. John Deere in the slight lead. And both teams, I mean, Transport Company, you think we even see anything different this weekend at all? I don't know. Transport Company has become king.
So. We kind of have already. You know, DAF did try something different last game. Admittedly, they got punished for it.
Right. But they still use Transport Company, though, in the end of the day, right, as their team perk. I mean, we know that, like, Manitou have been using Herbicide recently in tournaments. They'll be featuring at some point this weekend. They are in Group D, so that'll be tomorrow when that takes place.
I would be surprised if we saw anything, if we saw a non-Transport Company play from any of the top teams.
Right.
Some of the lower ranked teams, I can believe will try something different simply because they have nothing to lose. They know they can't outplay the top teams at their own tactics. So best thing is to try and be a bit disruptive. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of the lower ranked teams have tried to come up with some different options. We got silo closed as an option right now. That could be a really disruptive thing if either team goes for it. We will have to see what they will do. Be Master Dad. On all of us, suddenly this FS22 has come out of nowhere. There we go. John Deere have closed Bednar silos. And the disruption has begun. Is Bednar going to do the same thing to John Deere? No? Oh, no. Hyper is heading off somewhere. Oh, he's a long way away, though. That's not going to happen. So, wow. John Deere have a massive advantage here at the moment. All they need to do is get that grain delivered and get bales delivered at the same time. And they're gonna cause a huge problem for Bednar here.
Yeah, they got to be ready to deliver these bales, though. That's the thing, isn't it? So let's see if they can pull it off properly, because increasing your multiplier is great with silo close, but if you don't score points in the meantime, it really doesn't matter much.
It is one of the things that we consistently have actually consistently always seen from the FSL is teams increasing their multiplier and then not taking advantage of it. John Deere coming in with 2 bales while they have the 2.6 multiplier.
So they're going to get at least a couple scored.
But this is a team taking advantage of their bigger multiplier. Fantastic play there from Lukas.
Problem is, are they going to go in before they even it out? Those bales have not gone in yet.
But they should do. The advantage is those bales will now speed up as the multiplier goes down.
It's not going to be 26 points.
Reach the top before. There you go.
So all that was worth really was 4 points. But remember, 4 points at the end. It could make the difference.
I was going to say, we've seen teams win by 4 points, so... Plus, it makes Bednar, panic a little bit. They have no idea exactly how many bales John Deere have lined up there. you know, it can force errors. So it is worth a little bit more than just the 4 points, because it can cause mistakes to happen. Could cause, you know, Bednar to make a play that they hadn't planned to otherwise.
Without fail, when Bednar are playing, their fans show up in droves in Twitch chat.
Absolutely.
I love it. Last time when they won the tournament, it was great to see the support. Now they're back again. We're getting lots of Bednar love in the Twitch chat at the moment, as we've got 40 seconds until the super drop, as we're having a look at Bednar, and Meli is bringing in more bales for Hyper to stack. The Bednar have some making up to do here now. They have a slight bale count advantage and bringing a bunch more in now. Let's see if they can close this gap a little bit.
Really nicely.
Yeah, very well done. So we can see where the super drops are going to be. Potentially, it'll be top right for the red team, bottom left, potentially blue team. This could make a difference in a matchup like this.
Are really close together.
Yeah, they really are. They're right close together. And the super drop is out there now. Not complete. There you go, multiplier switch. Well, that doesn't help.
That is utterly pointless.
That does not help at all. 223 to 170. So
sometimes the super drop is an utter game changer, and sometimes it is just the worst. And this is just the worst. Bednar have gone into the lead though, as John Deere bring a trailer full of bales in. With
they were 1.5 minutes left. Yeah, they've been countered though. They were one short of a combo, and they should have pushed one into the bottom. It's been countered by John Deere, so instead of the 50 bonus points for Bednar, it turns into 30 bonus points for John Deere.
That's not good for Bednar.
Good morning, good night, Red Dirt. What's up, Jimmy? I'm not sure which one it is for you. When I was trying to go to bed last night, I saw you live streaming, so I don't know if you've had any sleep yet, brother, but good to see you. This is going to come down now. It's so close that if a team makes a mistake, if a bale falls off the belt in these final minutes, like that could cost them. This one's too close to call now.
You know what? These two bales go in. We're almost at the point where there's 4 points between this.
Yeah, pretty darn close.
It is that close at the moment.
Well, if we,
John Deere,
we've got your mic fixed now. If this is our first, this is our first virtual farmer excitement finish to a round. We've got the levels.
I'm so
good
pleased
to go.
I turned volume on my mic down slightly, or I would be busting people's eardrums.
It's now a 103-point lead for John Deere. The bales are there for Bednar, but they have to get them in. They have 6 extra bales on the board, but they have to get them in, and not just get them in, but via the top of the conveyor. And there's a minute 45 left. They've got a full Anderson loader that they're bringing in. I just don't think there's enough time to get every single bale into the top of the barn.
That's a lot of bales Hyper has to get on that conveyor in a minute and a half.
Well, that makes sense, DJ Merlin. DJ Merlin says, my team is always Trelleborg because I'm Swedish. Well, you know, makes sense to me. I do find as well that sometimes fans of, you know, certain brands are cheering on that branded team. This is, I mean, if Bednar can get all of the bales in, it'll be really close. But
it will.
They have to get them all in. There goes one off for John Deere, though. So one off for John Deere.
20 points on the floor for John Deere, and gap is closing. Bednar bringing more bales in with 45 seconds left.
They might actually get them all stacked on.
Look at how quickly Hyper has got that last trailer worth in there.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
There were 4 points between it then.
It's going to be close. I mean, the problem now, though, is that they're even on bales.
773, 30 seconds.
Who delivers all of their bales here? Whichever team gets all of their bales wins this. And into the top. Look at that. John Deere's putting some into the bottom, though. Oh, my goodness. Bednar, 830 to 793, 10 seconds ago. 813, 840.
It's going to Bednar.
It's the bales into the top. 860 to 843. Yes, Bednar takes it. Whew. Activate hyper mode. I love it. Bednar activate hyper mode, says Hyper UK, since I have to support a fellow good name. I love it.
In the front forks, 2 bales back at a time instead of 3.
Right.
It is a bit of a disruption from John Deere. They have disrupted themselves a little bit in doing it, but it does put Bednar on the back foot ever so slightly.
We have a question from Dean over on Facebook, and it says, will FS22 game and season pass come out together or be available at a later date on consoles? If you're on the PlayStation Store, you won't be able to get the year 1 season pass until the game launches on the 22nd. You're unable to pre-order it on the PlayStation Store. As far as I know, you can pre-order it on Xbox already, the year 1 season pass, but I don't think there's any sort of bundle with the game and the season pass like we have available on the Giants eShop. But you don't really... That's just putting the season pass and the game together, and keeping you from having to do 2 separate purchases, basically. But at the end of the day, it's the same price. There's a slight $2 discount or so if you buy the season pass before the game launches on the 22nd, but it's going to be available for you to purchase at any time after launch too. So if you can only afford to get the game right now, the season pass will be there waiting on you later on. You can still also purchase the DLCs individually if you'd rather go that route too. Incredible Mouse in chat says, "Go John Deere." Is that combining the 2 teams? Here comes our first bale points. 119 for John Deere. Here comes Bednar now. I think it was
this looks
114.
Oh, slightly better there for Bednar this time.
Yeah. 4 points better. Same exact points for John Deere. We're hoping everyone's having fun so far. That was a great match in the first round between these two. Hoping for something similar the rest of the way.
John Deere a little bit on the back foot here, being a game down. Can they pull this back? Can this go to 3 games?
I think it can. I mean, these 2 teams are closely matched, but...
Well, John Deere are at a fairly good advantage at the moment because they have 2 ideal combines. In fact, although amazingly, Bednar have the John Deere combine. Yeah, 2 Fendt ideal combines means that John Deere have a larger grain capacity if they wish to do the whole thing of taking the harvesters up to the sell points. The ideal combines also have a slightly smaller header, so are easy to maneuver up there as well.
Right.
So we'll see what John Deere are going to do with that and whether they're going to take full advantage of these 2 combines.
It wouldn't surprise me if they are going to do that. They're going to get the grain cart full once, stay out and keep harvesting, park the grain cart up at the silo, and then they'll take the harvesters over closer to the end of the round.
I think it kind of
have
depends
a lot
on
of
what
grain. We'll
these
see.
drops are. We've got direct delivery and speed limit. Direct delivery, to me, as I've said this whole season, is an underrated perk. I don't know why teams don't pick it up. Even now, John Deere have picked up the slow perk and not direct delivery. It just seems a little bit odd.
I've had another question about FS22 on Facebook from Jack. Will the saddle track pack be available after launch? We don't know that at this time. The only way to guarantee that you get it is to pre-order. We don't really have any information other than that to share at this time.
So actually, I've got a question along those lines. When will the download information for the saddle track be available to those who have pre-ordered?
That's a good question. and I don't know the answer to that, Alex.
Because having received a few, pre-order emails, saddle track isn't a link for the saddle track isn't included in that. So
interesting. Okay. Yeah, remind me of that when I'll look into it. But yeah,
I'll remind you of that later. Yeah.
Look at that. Virtual Farmer putting me on the spot on the FSL stream.
Ah, yes.
I love it. Keeping me on my toes at whatever AM it is now.
Well, I've got my Porsche
3:30.
I got the Revel model kit, so I got my little classic. Porsche
I'm so jealous of that. I'm hoping I can get one of those shipped to me. I'm trying my best to pull and curry some favor.
I also put an order in for the collector's edition from Game here in the UK, and that includes that classic Z-Tour tractor as well. So I'm going to be starting my farms with lots of old classic tractors.
Nice. There, I know you'll like that.
Oh yeah.
All right, we've got under 10 minutes to go now. It's still the first bale points only, and we've got Sippy going back for the New Holland here. They've got 3 harvesters now, not back for the New Holland. He's going for it now. Yeah, interesting. I think maybe he was just driving it to his tractor. I don't know if he's actually about to harvest. I guess we're about to find out. Yeah, it looks like he's switching vehicles now. Yep, and back in the tractor. That's exactly what happened there.
Yeah. It's a little bit quicker to drive the combine harvester than it is to run.
Yeah. Yeah, not many people pick the runner perk. It's a pricey one to pick for, just a small amount of time that it's effective.
Kermit will probably correct me on this if I'm wrong, but my belief is the saddle track is available on as a pre-order for all systems.
All platforms, all retailers, you get the saddle track pack as a pre-order. Some retailers have extra bonuses on top of that, but everyone at least gets the saddle track pack with pre-orders on any platform. Hello, Marbear. Good to see everybody in chat hanging out. I appreciate everyone's excitement for FS22, but I don't want to just answer FS22 questions on the FSL stream. We could really go down a rabbit hole here.
FS22.
There'll be other places and times for those questions, or you'll find out soon enough when the game's out too, and it's in the hands of our influencers starting next Friday. You've got less than a week to wait for the likes of Virtual Farmer, who's in chat with me, and so many more Giants partners, ambassadors, and other content creators that will be getting early access for FS22. So don't fear, your questions will be answered, but I do want to put more focus now back on the FSL because we have a lot of games to go and a lot more action at the World Championships.
Fielding, as far as I know, that's a local one here in the UK. I don't know anywhere else.
Z-Tour,
worldwide doing that.
Like in Canada at a retailer, I can't remember, maybe in the US too. But yeah, it's available at other places. Like different retailers in North America have the 3 different bonuses as well. The Mac Black Anthem, the Fent Black Beauty, and the Z-Tour. I think if you pre-order the Year 1 season bundle on the Giants eShop, you get all of those bonuses, by the way.
Oh, really? Yep. Did not know that. Oh.
Well, there's another copy he's going to have to go get.
Well, I need to buy a copy of the... And I've got the button... no, because I need to get a copy of the Year 1 pass for my brother, so...
Yeah, it's Tottery Wolf, you are correct. The Discord is an amazing place to ask questions. That is a very, very good point.
Speed up has been taken by John Deere. John Deere are actually grabbing all of the power-ups here, and Bednar seems to be ignoring them. Bednar now responding to the negative bonus that they're in, because they are at 1.5 and John Deere are at 2.5. But they do have the grain to respond to this with. Is the ideal combine combo that John Deere have, though, going to make a difference here?
Ooh, not quite enough. There's maybe a little bit more on one of those harvesters, but it's 2.1 to 1.9. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Now
no, there
it's
we go.
nearly completely even. At least on the part that counts, it's even. The bars look really close too. But yeah, I didn't really see John Deere if they are ready over at the silo to deliver more grain or not. As we have a look at Lukas bringing in some bales.
I think
Good
they're
morning,
out.
Jimmy.
But Lucas at this point, yeah, there's no advantage with the multiplier at all.
We had a question on Facebook about the pre-order for FS22. How does it work? It depends on where you pre-order it from. If you get a digital copy, then yeah, you'll be sent a download link. You can pre-order a digital copy through the Giants eShop, on Steam, Epic Games, on PC. You can order it digitally on the PlayStation Store and the Microsoft stores as well for Xbox and PlayStation. But you can buy physical copies as well. But even all physical copies come with a digital download link for those of you that want a physical copy but don't have a disk drive.
Which is absolutely awesome because yeah, the collector's edition, of course, comes with the disc. For those of you who are getting the beacon in the collector's edition,
DJ Goham is getting like 3 beacons at least at this point, and he's dreaming
I've got 4
building
copies
a hat.
of it. But I don't want to open them all because I want to give them away.
Right. He's gonna give them away, but he wants to keep the beacons for himself. He's gonna do something crazy with them. I think he said he's gonna make a hat with them, like, you know, plastered on the top and each side or something. That'll be interesting to see. We're under 4 minutes. Our super drops are out. This one is too close to call again. It's about where we were last time. Bednar back into the lead now. 52 bale points could make the difference in this contest with how close the last one was.
That is so we were talking last game about the super drop being absolutely pointless. This one is a game changer.
Yeah.
And this is the thing with the super drop. Sometimes it's completely not worth going anywhere near, and sometimes it's absolutely worth.
Neither team is making a move for it at the moment, though, which is kind of surprising. 52
bale points is just a huge amount.
I mean, you're talking about
1.5 bales.
Almost, yeah. Well, you're talking about almost 3. Yeah, you're almost talking about 3 bales. So you could drive over and get the power up in the time that you would spend, you know, bringing the same amount of bales in. So why not go for it? Like, it doesn't look like anyone is even interested, and I'm really shocked.
And John Deere could really do with those extra points right now.
Yeah. They very well could.
Bednar could.
Thank you, Stevie, over on Facebook for sharing the Giants German channel for Twitch, in case any of you on Facebook want to watch the stream in German instead. There's the link.
And now John Deere. Oh, no, I was about to say, now John Deere pulled well ahead, but no, this is yo-yoing all over the place.
I'm still just shocked no one went for that super drop. I'm flabbergasted why. Ooh, Meli had to adjust there at the last second as that bridge started to raise. There is a giveaway going on for Farming Simulator 22, everyone.
Oh man, those points at the moment do not represent how close this is. There's 50 points as it stands at the moment, but both teams have a whole load of bales. Bednar have 4 more bales than John Deere. If they get those in, Bednar are going to win. And that's the thing. Minute and 20 seconds on the clock.
90-point lead for John Deere at the moment. This could, again, I saw someone say it a moment ago, that it might come down to who makes a mistake. That was Incredible Mouse in chat. That's what happened last time. You got to make sure at this point you're getting all of these bales onto the belt. Interesting there from Lukas.
And
He had a chance to pick up those two and decided to go for these instead.
And Bednar now closed that gap down to just... it was 10 points. It's now a 30-point lead. John Deere now loading bales on, though.
Let's see. I think both of those will go in.
Yeah.
50-point lead for
and
Bednar.
pulling ahead. And Bednar now putting bales, or 2 bales in the bottom.
50-point lead.
30 seconds on the clock.
90 points. 2 more onto the belt for Bednar.
20 seconds left. Oh, John Deere have bales.
They're going to have to put them in the bottom again, though. That's the problem. They've run out of time to put them into the top. Yeah, and they're not even going to score all of them at this point.
That's only 30 points.
Ooh,
no, they blocked themselves.
And they blocked themselves a calamity of errors at the end, and it's Bednar advancing.
Goes to Bednar.
And we'll see a rematch of last month's final in the early stages of Group A here. In Game 3, that'll be our next game coming up. We'll see Trelleborg taking on Bednar, the rematch. 37 bales to 33 that time.